And before the budget, all railway stocks went up, thinking that there is going to be a big thing in the budget. And next day, immediately after the budget, all railway stocks collapsed. The amount of unreserved compartments have been reduced. Number of seats allocated are reduced. For the Prime Minister to speak in English, he needs a teleprompter. So for him to read that English would be very difficult, and he would need a secretary to translate it in Gujarati for him to understand that.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated India's first vertical lift sea bridge at Pamban in Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu. During the inauguration speech, he quoted many statistics and figures regarding allocation of the funds to the Tamil Nadu state by the union government. I have with me economist and Congress spokesperson Anand Srinivasan to hear about the allocations made during the UPA regime and the NDA regime. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So during the inauguration of the Pamban Bridge, Prime Minister said compared to the UPA regime, the NDA in the Tamil Nadu received almost 3 times higher amount of the funds. But the allocation, what was made to Tamil Nadu has only increased during the NDA regime. What is your response as a congressman?
If the same Pamban Bridge, which the Prime Minister inaugurated with great PR exercise and spending a lot of money on inauguration, by the time the Prime Minister left in the afternoon, the bridge was malfunctioning. A team of engineers had to be rushed in to see whether it could be fixed. So, in the NDA government, in spite of spending record sums in infrastructure, the government is unable to issue a contract to somebody who cannot even make a bridge properly on time. Even a first year student of economics will know that you don't measure things in absolute rupee hana paisa. As the country has grown over 10 years, you measure allocation as a percentage of GDP. So, as a percentage of GDP, Mr. Modi should tell us what percentage of GDP was allocated during UPA time to Tamil Nadu, and what percentage of GDP is being allocated today. As we all know, money loses value every day. When Mr. Modi came to power, gold was at around about 3,000 rupees a gram or 2,600 rupees a gram. Today it is nearly 8,500 rupees a gram. So if he measures in terms of gold, what has he given more? Or if I account for inflation over 10 years, has he given more? Or as a percentage of GDP, has he given more? In UPA's time, a cylinder of gas was 400 rupees in real, and with the subsidized gas was nearly 140 rupees. Today it is 1000 rupees. So the rupee has lost value between UPA and NDA by a significant amount. So which rupee is he comparing with? So if he has to compare with oranges, you should compare with percentages of GDP or in terms of price of gold. If either you do it in price of gold or you compare it as a percentage of GDP, Tamil Nadu has got far less than what it should have got. So the Prime Minister is an event manager where he does PR events at the time of opening without even bothering to check whether the quality of infrastructure that he has inaugurated is of working order or not.
About the allocations made for the railways in Tamil Nadu, Prime Minister said during the UPA regime, actually the annual railway budget for Tamil Nadu was just 900 crores. But now the NDA regime, they have allocated close to 6,000 crores. So can you,
Let me ask you first one question.
Yes, sir.
He is saying some figures, and there are several times we have demonstrated the Prime Minister's utterances are stranger than fiction, let alone truth. Several times on the number of people, on the number of education budget of China, it has been found that some of the figures are from wild imagination. The finance minister did not even mention the word railway in her budget. So how is he claiming 6,000 crores was spent? What new track was laid?
Okay.
Has new track something has been laid? Or have we got a high speed link anywhere?
Upgradations were done,
But
and
the budget is the place for him to show that he did that. I was very closely watching the budget, and before the budget, all railway stocks went up, thinking that there is going to be a big thing in the budget. And next day, immediately after the budget, all railway stocks collapsed, which clearly showed that there is nothing in the railway budget, nothing for railways. Has he ever even talked about railway? That after 10 years of his rule, accidents are happening at record levels, which has never happened in the past. Every 2 months, there's a major railway accident.
okay.
Uh, if he has made the kind of investments he claims he has made, then there should be no accident. No. Even Tiruvallur is just outside a major metro like Chennai. And if trains are not safe near a big metro, where will they be safe? Recently, there was a big, major accident in Tiruvallur, and in Odisha before that there was an accident. In New Delhi station there was a stampede. So, and he said the railway minister said we spent 5,000 crores for railway for Prayagraj for the
Mm.
Mahakumbh event. In spite of that, 5,000 several hundred people died in the railway station. And who ordered the censoring of photographs of that railways to be posted? So, out of the blue, he cannot quote some figure. The amount of unreserved compartments have been reduced. Number of seats allocated are reduced. The compartments that have been given to South India, the AC compartments are not even proper.
Modi said close to 12 crore rural families across the country received piped water supply for the first time only during the NDA regime. And in this 12 crore, close to 1 crore people are in Tamil Nadu. They were the beneficiaries. So, Dravidian parties, they talk about social justice, equality, industrial growth. Don't you think missing this 1 crore people is a significant issue?
It has been repeatedly exposed that he is making such tall claims, and we do not have to answer such claims.
Okay.
You should also realize, at least in Tamil Nadu, most people of us know that pump sets were provided in every house and every street corner and then every house by the late M.G. Ramachandran itself. So, water supply in Tamil Nadu has never been a problem. There are 6 crore people in Tamil Nadu, even assuming 4 people per house. That means, has he given household to water connection to 25 lakh families? It is like the finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who came to an event in Coimbatore and claimed that she had given more loans than the number of people in that area of Coimbatore. And when confronted with facts, she said, the bank gave me the facts, so I gave the answer. So, let us not go by what a showman talks on public rally. We have to go by physical numbers.
Prime Minister Modi demanded Tamil Nadu government to impart medical education in Tamil language.
Hmm.
And he also said when he receives letters from many leaders in Tamil Nadu,
Hmm.
they write the letters in English and they don't even sign in Tamil language. So many Dravidian parties they talk about importance of Tamil language, all that. So don't you think this is a missing link?
As usual, Mr. Modi is politicizing an issue. The real issue is that the Modi government is trying to thrust a three language formula down the throat of Tamilians. All Tamil parties, except his party, are united in opposing a three language formula. Most states find it difficult to even teach two languages. In which state, North Indian state, do people learn Tamil or Telugu, the third language? I can challenge you in Uttar Pradesh, no child can answer questions in English or even in Hindi, let alone Tamil or Telugu. The government does not give resources properly for educating people in two language system. Where is the question of putting three language? You are trying to impose Hindi on the people of Tamil Nadu. In that, you are poking fun of Tamilians. The Tamilians have great pride in their language and culture, and this kind of teasing people will not help. Yes, Tamilian leaders would have sent letters to the Prime Minister in English because it is the link language between the state and the center. Unfortunately, they do not realize that for the Prime Minister to speak in English, he needs a teleprompter. So for him to read that English would be very difficult, and he would need a secretary to translate it in Gujarati for him to understand that.
Okay, sir. Sir, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman spoke in a public meeting that one nation, one election will save lot of money, will save lot of public money, and that would lead to increase in GDP of 1.5%.
First, Mrs. Sitaraman should explain why the GST which she implemented, and she and her predecessor implemented, is not being able to give the GDP growth before promising a 1.5% GDP growth because of elections. She the
Sir, but
tax
don't you
collection.
think, spending lot of money on elections, we will be able to save money when we have simultaneous elections?
Wait, I should understand one thing. The Constitution was written in 1947 was written on 19 by the constitution was completed on the 26th of November 1949. We agreed by a set of ground rules. All parties were represented in the constituent assembly. We have successfully run a democracy for 75 years. If you want to change the rules, you should call a convention of all parties and discuss among yourselves. If some parties have any objection, you cannot push your wish through. Just because you are spending money, you cannot change the constitution. It is very costly to have such a big government. And why is the Prime Minister appointing retired bureaucrats as his advisors and paying them by government order? Since he is so much worried about cost, he can chop off all the retired bureaucrats and save cost.
Sir.
The Prime Minister has spent 7,000 crores on acquiring aircrafts for him to travel all over the world. He can save that 7,000 crores. I can list out a litany of money spent which can be saved.
Okay.
There are a lot of now Right to Information Act has revealed that a lot of Indians have been flown in event management companies at government expense to to stage events outside India, and what that money could have been saved. Why should Indians be flown from India to abroad to attend Prime Minister's events and pass as now NRIs?